Well, in the presidential election, Donald Trump made a big pitch to Bitcoin holders that he would be their president. Now, he's talked before about this national or strategic reserve of cryptocurrencies. What changed yesterday is we've learned what he thinks should be in it, and that includes Bitcoin, which is obviously the biggest of them all. So this suggests that this is an idea that is starting to take shape and gain some momentum. These are all digital currencies. They're not created by and they're not backed by any government, and the transactions do not go through the traditional banking system. I think the language of a national reserve is a deliberate echo of Fort Knox, which of course is a very famous US gold reserve. Interestingly, a place that President Trump recently suggested he'd like to visit to check if all the gold was actually there. But I think for Bitcoin backers, this sort of language gives the stamp of authority to their currency.
Although there's nothing actually in it. I mean, why does this matter?
This is not just about legitimacy, it's also about the price. So if the US government is going to create this reserve, it may have to go out and buy Bitcoin in the open market. If it does that, it is likely to push up the price, and that of course matters if you currently hold Bitcoin, not least because the price has been very volatile over the last couple of months. We've got a graphic which I hope you can see, which shows how after Donald Trump won the election, the price absolutely shot up from $67,000 to over $106,000. Now, in the new year, the price has been falling away a bit, actually, and that's because there's been some question marks over what is Donald Trump going to do to deliver on his crypto promises. So it may well be that the move yesterday is an attempt to show that he is going to take action.
So what are the dangers in this?
Well, look, I mean, the US government does hold some crypto. I mean, so reportedly does the UK government, some few billion dollars worth, but that tends to have been confiscated from criminals. This is very different. This is deliberately buying an asset which, as we saw in that graphic, can go up and down a lot in price, and it would be US taxpayer money that would be at risk. And even some Trump Republicans think that that's not great. I think there are also now increasing questions about a conflict of interest. This will boost the wealth of the Bitcoin industry, and they've shown they're willing to use that wealth to support politicians who then get to vote on the regulation of the Bitcoin industry.
Neil McDonald, thank you very much.